Hi everyone, this is Sinan from CarInspected, and today I just wanted to go through changing a cabin air filter on your vehicle. Now, different vehicles have different locations for a cabin air filter. This specific car is a 2015 Subaru Outback, and the cabin air filter is located behind the glove compartment. Now, I've already emptied this. Please note that different cars have different locations, as I will shortly show you. Some cars have it under the hood, other cars would have it in different places. Now, some would have it in the same spot, some would have it even lower. So please refer to the user manual of your vehicle to get more information on the location. And please note that some of the older models and some specific models don't have an cabin air filter. Now, let's get started on this one. This one is pretty simple. It's just removing or undoing the hinge and then disconnecting the two tabs here by pushing them inwards using the flexibility of the plastic, and then it would just fall off like that. Make sure it's empty, and then you simply pull it out and put it on the side. Cabin air filter is right here. So to remove it, I've already loosened it, so there it is tight. Now to remove it, you just unclip and you pull back. Now you notice that here it does have some leaves on the old filter, and you can see the blower motor is right there. Now this is really important to change and to monitor at least, because too much leaves or too much dirt in this area is gonna make it much harder for the blower fan to function, and eventually it will cause the blower fan to fail. So you want to check this, and you want to keep an eye out on the cabin air filter. And if it hasn't been replaced in a couple of years, then I would highly recommend replacing it, or at least checking it once every 6 months. So simply discard this. This is no longer needed. You take out the new filter. Now some of them have an up-down arrow, and make sure you line it up correctly, and you simply push in, and that's your cabin air filter installed. Now these hinges are made such that they come out, so I'm just gonna line them up here. Again, I'm talking about this specific model, so not all cars or not all models have the same procedure, but it would be something similar to this for Subarus, and other cars would have different procedures. Now, I'll show you another model. It would be right there. Okay, it's a BMW. This is an N54, and the cabin air filters are right here. So there are some electrical connections that need to be removed. This is the hinge for the hood. This is what I like to call the nose of the car. So this, if you leave the recirculation option to automatic, this one would sense certain odors, and it would recirculate, or put the recirculation on, recirculate in versus bringing in fresh air from outside. So if you leave it on auto in some specific models, this would control that. Now the cabin filter is simply a clip here that needs to be pushed out, and then a 13mm right here, and it would come out, and you have access to the cabin air filter. Now some of them are black in color, and that's because they're charcoal actuated. So or activated charcoal air filter or cabin air filter. These are usually better for smell, or they do absorb odors or up to a certain level. So that will give you a better experience overall. Now the activated charcoal are usually more expensive, and as mentioned earlier, you want to check before you replace, and you'd want to check once every, I'd say about every 6 months, especially if you're living in a climate where it rains a lot or it snows a lot. So different, as mentioned, different cars have different locations of cabin filters. Please refer to your owner's manual to find out where that cabin filter is, or if you have one, and how to replace it. Now, I hope that this helps someone out there, and please let us know if you have any questions or any comments. Leave them in the comment section. And this has been Sinan from Car Inspected, and we'll see you on the next video.